Hello everyone and welcome to episode 33 of the TEW Local to Global series here on the channel in the Seaverse using TEW 2020 as an historic show. As for this TEW Ashes of the Phoenix show, we are for the first time I believe, at least for the paid attendance, 150 fans. Pretty big milestone. We've come a long way. A long ass way. Our popularity's 18. It's gonna be a hot minute before we can do anything about that. As we're not gonna get till 35. So I mean, we got just a long way to go. Usually we seem to increase every 5 shows. Looks like that seems to be the pattern. So I mean, another 2-3 shows will be up to 19, and then so on and so forth. So it'll be a hot minute, unless something drastically changes, like we get a big bunch of money or something. So for this show, this Ashes of Phoenix show, we have quite a little card. As we have a tag match, we have Ito Phoenix 4 and Stealth Z in a singles matchup. Ant-Man and Kinji Akamatsui teaming up to take on Aztec Prince and Carlos Gonzalez. Bit of a B-show kind of feel if you really, get down into it. But I think as far as this, the angles we've put on and whatnot, as starting out with the opener, we'll go ahead and just book that, and we'll go. Usually, we've changed the way we've booked. We used to book from the top bottom. Now we're kind of a couple of shows we've been doing from the bottom to the top, as it's a handicap match. So we gotta. It's probably in the non-default section if we can find it. Hopefully, let's see. There we go. It's a 1-on-2 handicap matchup. It's Teiji Kanoe, the Wild Man, is gonna take on Cloaked in Shadows of Shadow and Prowler. Obviously, we know the deal here. Getting Teiji Kanoe a nice little easy win as he beats him in 5 minutes. Yeah, we know what we signed up for here. As oh yeah, we can have it be a death match too. Yeah, death match handicap match. Why not? As post match, Yuta Isano tries to attack him from behind, but it doesn't work though, as he feels like the presence and he feels him coming up from behind, and he stops him in his tracks, and just he gives him just a death stare, and then Yuta is just backing up, and then he goes for the change, and Yuta's out of there before anything crazy happens. Really not sure. I guess acting would probably be what we want Yuta to do, and then Menace there as they would just have Teiji Kanoe stops the blind side attack from Yuta. Perfect. 3 minutes, maybe, that's around the time I'm thinking that will go. Maybe a little less, we'll see. We might cut that down to kind of make it more realistic as the tag match. We talked about Ant-Man and Kinji Matsui taking on Aztec Prince. As I don't even know why I went to that. As we'll do Aztec Prince, Carlos Gonzalez on this thing, which is a hell of a team. I actually really like that. I hope they do well. And then Ant-Man, Kinji Akamatsui, they've had their tag matches in the past together. So yeah, it should be a fun little match, though. They all can really brawl and whatnot. As far as who's going to get the pin, who's going to get who's going to take the fall here, it's, looking at this, we'll just go back and we'll make this open. Oh, not this size. If, we gotta. Oh, and usually it's Ant-Man. Oh boy, who's gonna be the fucking road agent for this? Guess I'll have Frankie D do it. Yeah, that was wild. As just the show history, we had Ant-Man beat Aztec Prince at Strikeforce. And they've had kind of their thing going on. I think we're gonna have Aztec Prince pin him this time around, just to kind of have the rubber match happen. Make it a little bit more meaningful when they do it. As we'll just have Kinji Akamatsui take the fall. It's no big deal. Oh, he was unhappy about the booking, Kinji Akamatsui. Then he looked at the intimidating sight of Carlos Gonzalez, who's cracking his knuckles and glaring. Yeah, Carlos Gonzalez is a bad motherfucker. So there is that. And now for the high spots matchup, which Ito Phoenix 4, Stealth Z, these two. If you're making a top 5 of Kyoki Puro, these two are on it. Stealth Z and Ito Phoenix 4. Two guys that came around they're not original Kyoki Pura talent, but they've been a good part of it. But EO Phoenix Force is going to get the win this time. I don't think they've ever wrestled. I just want to make sure 1-on-1. Oh, they have. Back at the Fight continues in February. So yeah, Phoenix Force, I was right. And so he does get the win this time around. And then that'll lead up to, so Stealthy. It's like, I don't know how I feel about this. We'll keep him strong, just because he's very, very talented dude. As the tag match, that's the main event. It's Kaito Doan and Sumaki Samori. They're taking on the Namiginda White Angel of the Legion of Love. So even though we got rid of UT Sano, we got rid of UT Sano. This is all because I saw his picture. As we got rid of Sumaki Samori and then Kaito Doan. That's right. As I'm trying to get this fucking point out. As we got rid of Ichi Umihara, we still have the Legion of Love tag team matchup of White Angel Namiginda. Just perfect there. Cool. Regular as we'll have White Angel pin Doan. Like it. Cool and perfect there. Then, post-match, I think we're just going to have a big-ass brawl. Konoe's going to come in. It's just going to be Konoe. Actually, we're going to, before we get to that, I should have just kept on doing that angle. So, I want interference. I think we're going to change the finish. I think we're going to change this. I think we're going to have outside interference. Let's see. There we go. Namiginda's going to get hit by Yuta. That's going to be the finish. And then also Yuta is going to distract White Angel like that. So the White Girl's going to win thanks to interference. And then Konoe is going to be... He's going to clean house. Konoe takes out Waiko. I mean, we're just booking this man to be an absolute wrecking ball. Anytime he comes in here, he just takes out Waiko. We're gonna have Yuta, Kaito, Sumaki Samori, and then Aki Kamiya. So about this. So, Konoe's gonna take out Yuta. He's gonna take out Kaito Doan. He's got his sights set on Sumaki Samori, and Aki Kamiya's behind Sumaki Samori. Sumaki Samori puts Aki Kamiya in front of him. Shoves it, and shoves her into him as he ducks out of there and gets out of the way of TEW Konoe. I think that's just for the best. I think that's a great little moment, and it's just like, wow, Sumaki Samori, a bit of a coward in this. And I'm trying to, maybe acting as well. He doesn't hit Kamio, actually. TEW Konoe does. So that's just interesting dynamic. Konoe, this seemed to be wild, unhinged animal, doesn't hit the woman. Has his sights set on, at least seems like, the Kyoki Puro champion in Sumaki Samori. We'll see, though. I think that's a fun way to end the show. I'm nervous to see how that angle goes as far as that is concerned. We're going to bump this up just one more minute. To 11 minutes, just to kind of make it an even 50. As, look at the booking announcement. I'm sure it's just a death match. I just want to see real quick, though, who's not been booked on this show. Because I'm assuming it's just Aki Kamiya who's kind of in the prom. Yeah. And Acid 2's not on there either. Acid 2, I think we're okay with it. I don't think Yuta, we'll just have it be an off week for Acid 2. I'm cool with it. Let's run the show. 29, but Yoji Konoe with a 52. So I feel like that was a lot better than what his last performance was. I feel like he did like a 46 or 48. I could be mistaken, though. At least I got the show somehow off to a strong start with a 29 as the animalistic gore for Yoji Konoe. I'm just going to pretend that's a spear just to make that, obviously, Rhino's gore was a spear. So I'm just going to go with the same type of, which that's awesome. It's nice having an awesome finish for Yoji Konoe as that, and then the angle where he feels the presence. Usually Sano stops the blindside attack from Yuta. That does a little bit better than the match, so we'll take that. Yuta, I guess he had a promo. That was weird, I guess, because I made it acting. They thought it was, but it is what it is. So this gets a 52. This figured it'd do really well. Aztec Prince with a 56, Ant-Man with a 50, which talk about two guys, really Kyoki Puro built all around now kind of the newer talent, but you have guys like Acid 2 who have been around for a while and it has been a main part of the show, but Ant-Man and Aztec Prince has never held a belt or anything like that, but he's been phenomenal this entire run. Ant-Man, the first ever Kyoki Puro champion, and he's still doing very, very well for us, hitting the 50 mark there. And this tag match is Aztec Prince pinning Kenji Akamatsu with a triple power bomb. His ass the Ito Phoenix Stealth Z match. Stealth Z outperformed him, 56 of 58, as the Blazes of Glory 12 gets the win for Ito Phoenix 4, as he's got his sights set on the Kyoki Puro champion as well as Sumac Samura. That's just everyone in Kyoki Puro. That's just kind of where we're at. And this, oh my god, a 61. Thanks to the excellent chemistry of Sumac Samura and Kaito Doan. We've just kind of really lucked out with Waiko, I'll be honest. I love Waiko. I love this idea of this young stable. But, just the game itself, Cornell versus, you don't really know who's going to have great chemistry and whatnot, at least going into the game, when you're at this level of TEW, when you're in the local to globals, lower end of TEW, and just Sumac Samura, 63s, 55 for White Angel, 56 for Namigen, 49 for Kaito Doan, but he gets carried thanks to the excellent chemistry and the, interference and distractions from Yutui Sano. As Kaito Doan with a stretch muffler. That's awesome. Would have never guessed that's his finish. That's kind of sad. I feel like Kaito Doan either has been not the one getting the pin, or I guess because they have their super... Yeah, he hasn't really... That makes sense, I guess. We need to make Sumac Samura and Kaito Doan. I think I do have them as Waiko too. I might not. I think I only have 2 Waiko teams. I'll have to check. I don't know half the time, man. I'm already figuring out that. That's an awesome... Main event is this. Konoe comes in, he cleans out, he takes out Yuta, takes out Kaito Doan again. Sumac Samura, Akimiya's behind him, and he just takes her, throws him in front of Teoji Konoe, gets his belt, gets the hell out of there, gets out of Dodge. Awesome stuff. Again, it's kind of weird, because, this type of angle, when you're freestyling it, I've always kind of feel like, well, what's the best way, because they're not really doing anything. It's more of acting, but it is what it is. As just somehow she was terrible with no script, even though she didn't say anything. It is what it is. Just kind of had my hands tied there, but we get a 53 overall rating. Jesus Christ, as we got tongue tied. The promo wasn't so hot. I think if we would have left the show with the main and the co-main and didn't do an angle, it would have been better. But I didn't want to cheat or anything, or make it for a post-show thing when it is part of the show. So, increase their pop, of course. We're doing our thing. So, Sumac Samura getting some love. We're going to give love to Aztec Prince. I feel like we don't really give him a lot of love. And then, Phoenix 4, because you kind of see it's always been Acid 2 and Stealth C and Sumac Samura. So, we're going to, still keep Sumac Samura because he's the goddamn champion. We make him happy. But we also got to spread the wealth of positivity. Everybody else is very happy, pleased, and pleased. We're just gonna get everybody on track, well, as far as pop, or not really pop, but morality goes. As that will do it for the Ashes of Phoenix show. No Acid 2, even though that's kind of his show in a way, the Rise of Phoenix, but we do have Ito Phoenix 4, so it makes sense. He's he's on the card. He did very well. Hoping for a big 2022 to end out the year. We have only 4 more shows, kind of crazy, and then we're on to 2023. Just running through this local global series. It's been wild. It's been a hell of a run. As we have the Tsunami Foundation Project show, obviously, free for everybody. I think this might be the last year we'll do the Tsunami Foundation Project show. I think we might give it up at 2023 and maybe put something new in there. We'll see, though. But thank you all, and we'll catch you guys next time for more Kyoki Pure action. Take care, everyone.